The West is the organ thief. Christianity is the anesthesia, and Islam is the surgical knife. The organ thief want to harvest organs from your body. The organ thief want to harvest your kidney, your liver, want to steal your organ. So the first thing the organ thief does is to throw the anesthesia. If the anesthesia knock off your consciousness, he can go ahead to bring the surgical knife to begin to thief everything he want to steal. So the Western country is the organ thief. The organ thief want to harvest your mineral resources. He want to harvest your raw materials, your crude oil, your gold. He want to reduce you to permanent, perpetual exporting of only raw materials. The organ thief, the West. Christianity is the anesthesia. What Christianity comes to do is to neutralize your appetite for those natural resources you have. So those things no longer matter to you. You are now thinking about a better place to go, which is called heaven. It makes you defenseless. It makes you think God will fight for you. It makes you think the world is a place where you get justice without fighting. No, sir. If you want justice without a fight, go and watch justice movies. The real world is not fair. It's not fair. Life is very brutal to the weak. So what Christianity comes to do is to weaken you, to make you to expect a better place to go when you die, taking your eyes away from the enormous resources that can build eternal life for your survivor. Anesthesia. And when the Christianity has finished making your people anesthetized, automatically they bring the Islam. Islam is the surgical knife, which will now start coming to kill your people. Physically now with gun. So when Islam finish wiping you off, the West will come back and take away your land. So that when you hear today that Fulani herdsman is killing you in your bush, Fulani herdsman is just like the surgical knife that has been assigned to wipe off the anesthetized, the people that Christians have anesthetized. Nahazi, Shalaska, Hadozilaya. If you don't wake up from your slumber, you will discover a time will come where 95% of your farmland will be taken away by the Fulani herdsmen. These ones are the surgical knife. They have come there to wipe off the anesthetized Christians. So if you watch the calibration of the West in Africa, you discover anytime the West enters African country, what they do is that they discover those African countries with the resources, and they will give them Christianity. Those African countries, the parts that are with the resources, they enter Nigeria, they see the Igbos with the resources, the East, they give them Christianity. What Christianity will do is to anesthetize their instinct of exploring their natural given resources. And then the people without resources like the North, they will give them Islam. So Islam will do the work of wiping off those with the resources. And so those without the resources are given leadership. Those without the resources are allowed to practice their culture that allows them to fight and defend themselves. So they are allowed to take Islam, and Islam is a masculine culture of polygamy that unites people to fight and defend their land. So you now discover the West, the North has been empowered by the organ thief to wipe off the indigenous owners of the resources. The same thing is happening in Cameroon. Go to Cameroon, you will see the Francophone and the Anglophones. The ones with the resources are now agitating. We need to be free. Because the ones with the resources are the anesthetized Christians. But the ones without the resources, which are giving Islam, will be fighting to mandate and to make sure that that country continues to exist. So Nigeria is a perfect planned project. The most successful project in the world is Africa. The West is the organ thief. Christianity is the anesthesia. Islam is the surgical knife. So when you cry that death is coming upon your way, when you cry that your people are being massacred, somebody somewhere is telling you that it is the sign of end time. No, it's not the sign of end time. Christianity has anesthetized the people, and the surgical knife, which is Islam, has been assigned to wipe off the anesthetized, so that the organ thief can easily explore that which he wants to explore. Time again to call Africans back into the template of consciousness. I am like a man who has been sent to neutralize the anesthetized Africans with Christianity. So your eyes can open into the world that you desire your children to live in. Time again for you to join me in this renaissance and awaken an African woman to understand that we all came here to live. And for us to live, we must make use of that which is available in our reach, no longer depending on a better place to go when we die. We all came here to survive. And what we guarantee our survivor is the enormous resources that are available in our reach. If it is not it, we are gone. Wake up from you anesthetized woman to understand that only hospital can give you long life. The things you call the sign of end time is not the sign of end time. The thing you call the sign of end time is somebody who has been given the surgical knife to wipe you off from your indigenous land because you have been anesthetized. Hunger will kill you. Only when you wake up and face Satan, you don't pray Satan off. If you want to see justice without fighting, go and watch justice movies. Go and watch Z World. You will see justice without fighting. If you come to the real world is unfair. There's no justice without fight. Life is brutal to the weak. 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 Join me. Stand up in this renaissance. Let us go and restitute back the heritage of African man.